a shortcut and I took you to the east. Yeah. Getting stuck. We end up getting stuck in the snow. Well, welcome to the Youngblood podcast. My name is Joshua Clifton, and sometimes I get suggested, hey, you should have this artist on the podcast. And a mutual friend, Jordan Jewell from Western Werewolf, the episode not so long ago, had worked with an artist and said, you got to check this artist out. And I just did a music video for her. And that is my guest today. So I'm going to try your name again. I did it great earlier, but I have to think about it because it's such a beautiful name, all right? Katarina Arriaga.
Oh,
right?
You said it perfectly. Thank you, Lord.
And then we also have Eclipse Darkness. What's up, Eclipse? How you doing, man?
How we doing, man? Blessed.
Yeah. And so let me explain what this podcast is. I really love creatives and how they, and I think we all could be creative, right? I don't think there are just creatives. I think we all are. We all have that in us, but sometimes when we're listening or watching art or of some sort, we stop becoming just a listener or someone that takes it in, and we start becoming someone that thinks they might be able to make that. And that's what this is. I would love to hear, and we might do, I believe we're going to be new friends, and I hope that we do this more than just this once, but let's just kind of learn who the two of you are, maybe a little bit of your origin story and what you're doing now, and then we can do a deep dive next time. Or maybe this will become such a phenomenal, we'll be like, well, let's just go with it.
Yeah.
So, Kat, if that's okay if I call you Kat.
That's perfect.
Do you remember that time whenever you were sitting there? I like to give the example that I was like 3 or 4 visualizing or sitting on the floor playing, and my mom was singing a song, washing dishes, and the way she sang that song along with her record, I thought there's nothing more beautiful, and I thought maybe I could do that. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that moment where you just set you on this path?
I would say I think I can narrow it down to like 4 moments. So
that's great.
Definitely my father and I, it was such a bonding experience for us to be in the car together and just listen to him sing to me.
Yeah.
And he would sing to me like I was the diamond of his world.
You were.
You
are.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
And those were many moments. And then my mom dated this man. His name was Jason, and he was in a Rush tribute band.
A Rush tribute band.
Wow,
that's wild.
And so I must have been like 8 years old, and I was going to bars with them to watch him perform, and I would have my earplugs in. Mm-hmm. And he would take so much time whenever he didn't have to strum the guitar with me, sing songs with me.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any kids, so that was another time. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to be like that too.
Yeah.
And then whenever I was probably like 8 years old, I was with my friend at home, and she was one of my great friends. We lived in the same apartment complex, and I just wanted to write songs with her, and she was like hip with it. Thank you, Ashley.
Ashley, what's up?
Thank you, Ashley. And we would write a song, and then we would go show it to her parents, and her stepdad at the time, Todd, was like, you can do that. You can do this.
That's everything. Whenever people go out of their way, they go, hey, you got something.
Yes.
That puts a lot of gas in the tank.
It does put a lot of gas in the tank. And then, of course, it was any kind of family event, family event whenever I was younger, I wanted to perform for them.
Yeah.
I didn't care, like, whose birthday it was, what was going on. I wanted to be like, hey, I have this
stage.
Right, I have a song that I want to sing for you guys.
Heck yeah.
And but, majorly.
No, I get this.
You know what I'm saying.
This happens a lot to me too, where I know what I'm supposed to say.
Majority.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, it was outside people. And other than my dad, my mom, on the other hand, was like, no, you're not doing music. You're going to be a groupie if you try to do music. Put me in all kinds of science and math schools. And I think that really kind of drove me to want to do it more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need, well, first off, shout out to all the people that got you here, right?
Amen.
Because even those that may have thought that you had some other plan, they still were a part of the process. We all need adversity a little bit,
Amen.
right? Because without adversity, God, you just want to know when you got there, you got there.
Right. I had to fight to get here.
Yeah, you don't want it handed to you. No one.
I thought I did. I
Right.
thought that was the easiest way to get anywhere.
We all do, though.
But I'm so much more thankful now to be able to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're interesting now.
Yeah.
Not that you weren't interesting before, but we got. I struggled so much the same way you're talking about it, like where you're like, man, I'm supposed to be here. This is like, why? It sounds narcissistic a little bit. I think there's a little bit of that in us. That's why we're on stage. That's why we believe in ourselves, because we think we have something to say.
That's a good
We
point.
have a gift.
Point.
Some of us know it from day one. As long as I can remember,
Amen.
I've been singing. God put a song in my heart, and I'm like, I don't know if it's at the bar down the street, at a church, or even at a birthday party, or with Jason trying to sing Rush songs,
Yes.
just so a guy named Todd can say, you got something,
Right.
like that's all of it. I think about all the local shows I played in the Midwest or in all over this country, and the handful of people that would show up and know every word.
Right.
I don't forget those faces. I don't forget like every single one of them. Like there's something, they put gas.
They
in the
do.
tank.
They do.
And I'm so grateful. Sounds like you're grateful for that too. Like, and gratitude is huge in this industry. I think we're all learning that. When we get towards, once we realize it's not going to be handed to us,
Right.
we start realizing that gratitude is everything.
Even if it's just the smallest bit,
Yeah.
because even before, whenever I didn't have people who what is she doing? Like even then, like I had to find like you said, that source in my heart.
Yeah.
It was like, like you said, God put a song in me for a reason, and if He puts an idea in your head, then it's gonna be fulfilled.
What are you not gonna listen to it? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Every time I take a step towards who I believe I'm supposed to be, it's a better life.
Amen, 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 because you only have this one life.
Why waste it on being... fear is normally the reason I don't want to be myself, right?
Yes.
Is that not it? And Eclipse, if you
fear of-
have something to say about this, I bet you got a knowledge. But,
No, I absolutely agree. I'm listening. You're hitting it on the nail.
Yeah, I feel like there's if we let fear... fear is what we worry about, what other people are going to think. We worry about how do I look. By the way, is my hair all messed up, Logan? Just like stuff like that, Yeah, make us look good. Yeah, but there is that fear is what puts us in this prison that we don't need to be. We're supposed to be free. Now, I'm all for limitations to help us get art. Sometimes we got to give our diversity, but man, in our own selves and our own vision, we got to be free. And we got to, when we find that I'm going to do it this way because it's trying to find that song that's in here. Mm-hmm. It always feels better. It always, even those failures that didn't do as well.
Right. You have to lose. You have to lose.
You have to lose.
You have to lose. And I feel like, and I love you, Mama, but that was my first loss.
Yeah.
Of being denied those kinds of dreams.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been.
Yeah, she probably did it.
Out of love. Out of love, 100%. And now that
Yeah.
I'm older, and I'm doing what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
She can do nothing but,
Yeah.
be like, good job.
Right.
You're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. All right, Eclipse, let's get to you, man. What was that first moment for you? By the way, Kat, great answer. That was, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Do you remember that moment for you, Eclipse?
Yeah,
I mean,
for the
it
most
could be
part,
a myriad of different.
yeah, for the most part, for me, it really just started in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always attended Arts Magnet.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sidney Lanier was like my first.
That's right.
Yeah, my first really like exposure to entertainment, because
Yeah.
they had all the arts, and I started out doing theater.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
what art maybe put you on the path? Do you remember like the first piece of art that you might, maybe a song, maybe a play,
yeah,
maybe a movie?
yeah. What did it was in theater.
Uh-huh.
We would do tongue twisters to help with like articulation on
Yeah.
stage. And I was already into hip hop, and rap music. Master P, he was like he was like one of the first who
Give
I
me a
was like,
second.
yeah.
Master P, what was his big one?
Man, he
The
had
first
so
one.
many. Make him say,
Na 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 na.
na. Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
God.
Yes.
so it was
Continue.
like,
I'm sorry.
yeah. So when I heard that, it was like, okay, cool. I wanna rap too. But theater was really what did it, because I was introduced to tongue twisters.
Yeah.
The Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, all that.
Mm.
And then I heard of Twista and Busta Rhymes.
Right.
And that's when everything just took off at that point. It was like, yo, how do they rap that fast?
Busta, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And so from that point on in elementary school, it was just like I was determined and committed to perfecting my craft when it came to rapping fast. I swear I practice every single day from elementary to
it's
now.
evident, dude. Like from what I've heard, and I can't wait to dive in to what else you got. Like I said, actually, full transparency, I didn't know Eclipse was going to be on the podcast, and he showed up, and I was like, let's do this.
Right, I didn't either.
So I didn't get to listen, but a few songs that I noticed that you were on with Kat. So in the show notes, there'll be links to both their music, and you should check it out.
Yeah, he's great.
Awesome. Thank you, baby.
Oh,
Thank you.
And when it comes to, you said you were already into hip hop.
Yeah.
What do you remember your first record or your first?
You
remember the first time that Master P might have been up there, right?
Yeah.
No Limit Records. I remember that.
Yep.
I had all the.
So it was
Who all was on that?
it was of course Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne. That's right. He started.
BG,
there. Yeah.
Mystical.
Mystical,
Yeah.
dude.
So yeah, his song Tarantula
Yeah.
was another one that got me kind of
That's killer, dude.
yeah. So,
Well, in this podcast, especially, we'll have both a video version and an audio version. And the audio version, we'll be shipping in those songs right here, and there'll be a playlist of everything we mentioned here.
hey,
on
that'll
that.
work.
Yeah. All right, Kat. What do you remember your first record or your first? I know the Rush influence, and I know, but you had to been into other stuff growing
It was
up.
Norah Jones.
Ooh, I saw her
Norah
in
Jones. My
New
mom
York
was
one time.
super heavy on Norah Jones. And then Shakira.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Selena.
Right.
There gotta be another one in there.
By the
Oh,
way.
Eminem.
Oh, of course, Eminem.
Yeah.
You said Selena and Johnny just put his hand up. God bless
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
We're all Hispanic. That's why.
Yeah, except for Greg over here.
That's right. No, but those are great. Great
Yeah, so
influences.
definitely Norah Jones. And she attended
Booker T.
Booker T, right? Yeah, yeah.
So she's from the area. And then, yeah, like I said, Shakira, Selena, and Eminem. I was literally listening to an Eminem playlist on my way here.
Heck
just
yeah.
vibing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good influences. And I could see it in your music too. I wondered, I get nervous whenever, I don't hang out in maybe your style of music as much.
Right.
I do listen to a lot more old school hip hop more, but I was nervous that I might not be familiar with your influences, and I know all of them, so it's great.
Yeah, we are familiar with the new hip hop, but I feel like we generally connect more with the older hip hop as well.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So.
I think I'm with you, and then I also, even in the genre I'm in, which is like Southern rock, soul, and rock and roll, like I love all the old roots and alternative, but I like finding a way to blend it with modern day sounds, and I think you guys are doing the same thing.
I think there's a lot of
Right.
I hope maybe, and I'm sure they do this, and I'm just not aware of it. For hip hop to cross over more into rock.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, no,
figure it out.
absolutely.
We're about to do something together, right?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do it. We'll figure it out. Well, you have a new song, a new track coming out.
Yes, LaDonna.
LaDonna. And we listened to it before you got here. I've listened to it the last couple days.
Nice.
It's great. It's great. Where'd you produce that at?
My house.
You really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, whenever I was around like 18 years old, I started getting tired of going to random studios and all
You
that kind of
self-produced
good.
this.
Well, I didn't produce it.
Uh-huh.
I have a producer that does
great.
it, and
Oh,
then
okay.
they just send it over to me, and
That's
then
awesome.
I record myself. I have an engineer. I've actually never met him in my life. Shout out to Hits Only, but he has been day one since I've been recording music.
Yeah.
And then Santiago Holder, who's also been one of my engineers, but especially Hits Only, Devin Kennedy. He's been somebody that I can rely on as an engineer who I just send over my vocals and he perfects it like
Cool.
no other.
We'll try to tag his
Yes.
stuff in the show notes too.
So
and,
yeah, I got tired of just going to random studios and I learned how to record myself and
Way
do
to
that
hustle.
kind of.
That's great.
It's a hustle.
It is. The amount of things I learned how to do myself because you have to, right? I'm all for collaboration, right? And that's what we're doing here. That's what the Youngblood podcast, Honey Gold Records, and it sounds what you guys do too. It's a collaboration of people that want to make great things, but a survival is we all do multiple jobs. We all try to learn. Unfortunately we can't afford
That part we couldn't afford, and I think that's what kind of brings people together. It's like like-minded people, like-minded souls. It's like, we all worked really hard at the beginning to be able to get to where we're at now, and that's why we're able to connect, like,
right.
Realistically,
Art's useless without someone else.
honestly, this should be all about collaboration, especially
Right.
this timing right now in the world that we're in. It should be about collaboration.
Right. I think it should. Art at its purest forms, collaboration that is never ending. Like in a sense of let's say we created a song, this hit song that's going to make all of us happy and whatever that means. And then we perform it live, and it becomes something else to the audience that's there, and it doesn't just become ours; it's all of ours, right?
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
That was deep.
That's whenever art is at its best. I mean, we work our ass off, right, to create a 3-4 minute song, that we hope sticks in someone's head, but it really comes alive when we get on the stage. Or and there are other ways. It's a living thing. I think that someone's in a rough time and it touches them right where they're at.
It is a living thing.
And in that moment, it becomes theirs too.
Yeah, we're nothing without them.
We're nothing without them. We're nothing without other people. I think that's the way
Beautiful.
we are designed. Sorry, I feel like I'm preaching.
100%.
Stop.
100%.
No, that's real.
That's how we are designed.
Yeah, I think the moment we lose sight of that, our art suffers.
It sounds like COVID.
Yeah. We put a mask on and we don't go anywhere.
I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
So this comes out when LaDonna.
This comes out October 20th.
October 20th.
And then our music video comes out October 27th, which is going to be a movie.
Heck yeah.
We're going to see me coming back from the dead.
All right.
And it is literally a representation, I feel like, of my music career at this point.
That's great.
Yeah.
And like a phoenix.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah?
like a phoenix.
All right.
Yes.
So we want to have all those a pre-save, I assume.
Yes.
That in the show notes that you can go check out.
Yes.
And Eclipse, you got anything coming out? Anytime? Sorry, not to put you on the spot, but I just want to give you an opportunity to plug if you.
Yeah, man, we have
or
a few.
something that just came out, or anything you want to plug.
Yeah, we have a few projects coming out. Actually, a drumline album. You know.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, for sports. So
Yeah.
We do music for sync. We create music for sync.
Heck yeah.
So our drumline album is coming out. What is the one we just came out with? Or we put on
Winter Circle.
Winter Circle came out as well. So music is constantly pumping
Heck
out,
yeah.
and it's like you said, it's about collaboration. I'm super thankful at this point that there's so many hungry individuals that want to work.
The internet brought us together, right? We found our people.
Yes,
and you can find your
amen.
people if you want to look. In
Amen.
any way, whether you want to collaborate or you want to find your audience, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's easy if you're consistent.
So if you make movies
Absolutely.
or anything like that, hit us
us
up
up.
and we'll get you the music, okay?
Yeah. I think, I hope this becomes a sounding board for that. Ultimately, I hope the art brings you that's watching. If you want to be a part of this, you can be.
Yes,
Like,
any
there's-
producers or
Totally.
songwriters,
We are looking for you.
we are looking for you.
And you can be a guest on this, and we need to start having like honey golden mixers, because as many people that we have coming on this podcast, we just need them to all be. We need to all get in the same room.
Yeah.
Yes.
And show off each other's art and just celebrate it. Maybe once a quarter.
That would be so
that'd
beautiful.
so cool, right?
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
We're just birthing this right now. We'll showcase our new song whenever that happens.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Cool. Well, before I let you go, let's talk a little bit about what you see the future being like. Like, where do you see yourself going as artists right now? I mean, do you have any? I know you have LaDonna coming out, and you got other things coming out. Is there anything else like when you see your future? Maybe a goal you want to accomplish?
A part of me wants to be number one, center stage of the whole entire world.
Right.
I want to be kind of like the new Selena,
Right.
the new Shakira, that kind of timeless music. Another part of me just wants to be an influence to people that aspire to be like the next Selena or the next Shakira. I'm a music teacher.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm a vocalist and a pianist. So really just leaving my imprint in the world is how I see my future. I'm not going to try to say what I think tomorrow is or what, yesterday was.
Right.
But leaving my imprint is and what's super important, and touching people however I can. But I want 100,000 million streams on every song. And I want my face plastered on billboards.
There you go.
And I would love that. But really just buy a house.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
buy a house.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
Buy-
No, I love that. I remember one time I used to live in Nashville, and we were at a party, and a guy at a label, we were talking about a Nirvana documentary that came out, and we were just talking about how big of an influence Nirvana was. And I was like, man, I'm just waiting for the next Nirvana to come along. And he goes, why aren't you guys the next Nirvana that comes along? And I go, I'm trying to be, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Like, I want to be. I want to be. I think we all had that gleam in our eye that, like you said, you want to be that timeless Selena. Yeah, Selena, matter of respect, makes Johnny throw his hand up the moment you say her name. Mm-hmm. We want to be that. I want to be Nirvana, the Beatles. Like, I want to be the next Beatles, right? But that means something has to happen that put me in the path of, and I got to keep saying yes. I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing
having
myself.
collaborations
Right,
as well, making
right.
connections.
Learning. I got to keep learning. I got to keep, like, the fact that if we end up going forward, I know it's great to just say, and sometimes our lives get busy and it might not happen, but if we did work together more than just interview, I know that I'd walk away from that with a few more tools in my toolbox.
Right.
You know, there's something to learn. All of us, even though, like, and I think I heard this correctly, you're half Hispanic also.
Correct.
And I am too. And so even though we have the same probably heritage, it's still so much I could learn from you.
Right.
And there's different culture, even though we came from the same culture. And then there's different culture between me and Eclipse that I think, or even different tools you learned along the way in your journey that are going to help me. And I think that's what it's all about.
Learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not walking into a room and going, all right, I got everyone's going to listen to me. You need a little bit of that. You need a little bit of that makes you get up on stage and go, I'm going to prove myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But not to where you are afraid of learning. That's
right.
That's rough. That's rough when you see someone like that. They'll figure it out. But the music industry is a great humbler.
I think I think at the end of the day is I want to be, as a young woman, I want to be me, do what I love to do, and have people accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want.
Yeah. Well, in a world, I think we're getting there.
Amen.
I think we're getting there. We got a lot to learn, but I think we're getting there.
I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, I think when I look back at what, I mean, you look all over the radio and what's popular. I mean, there are a lot of women up there now, and that's
there is a lot
pretty
of women
cool.
up there.
Pretty
There's
cool.
a lot of women.
A lot
out
more
there.
women than there were in the past, I think. And
It's true.
I think but it took people like Aretha,
Aretha,
Billie Holiday,
Tina
Turner, Whitney Houston,
Houston,
and Selena,
Mariah.
Mariah. It took them so we could stand on
Miley
their shoulders.
Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. There you go. Taylor Swift. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, guys, can you plug your socials? The socials. Let me try that again. Can you plug your socials? Man.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Katarina. That's Katarina Arriaga Arriaga.music. One day I feel like I'm gonna change my handle just so it makes it a little bit easier for people. But yeah, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music at Katarina Arriaga. And thank y'all so much.
Just get big enough to where it's so common.
It just pops
it's
up.
just so common.
Put
All right.
cat.
And Eclipse, how about yours?
Yeah. So you can type in Eclipse Darkness, pretty much on all platforms.
Right on.
And that'll pull me up there.
Cool, man. And any parting words?
Make sure y'all pre-save LaDonna.
Yeah.
October 20th is when it comes out. October 27th is when the amazing music video comes out. And we have way, way more stuff coming. And like he said, we would love to have producers and songwriters connect with us so that we can build together and collaborate together and, make
Take
some
over the world.
money and build an estate. Okay.
Great. And be sure to check out the Western Werewolf Boys over there.
Yes.
We got a great music video and all their socials and all the playlists and everything will be in the show notes. And whenever you guys have a new thing you want to promote, we'll have you on here again.
I would love that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
Back on my pool, back with the juice. You wish you could, I make the rules. Get what I want, whenever I want. That's no cap, money so long, couldn't take that. Fit so fresh, couldn't fake that. Immaculate lifestyle, state facts. I get it however I want it. Pop a tag and then I flaunt it. Attention on me when I'm walking. even need a reason. Tell him all that it's the season. You against me is the treason when I'm queening. Whip, what's that card? Check my drip.